when you're working with someone that wears glasses in front of the lens. Different glasses have different kinds of glass on them. Sometimes people have that coating that's the anti-glare coating, which can help when you're photographing, but not everyone has those, especially if maybe they have some less expensive reading glasses or something. Although those look very nice, Russ. So the key,
and they do have the anti-glare on them.
And they have the what?
They do have the anti-glare.
Oh, they have the anti-glare, okay. Well, that's good, that'll be somewhat helpful. But still, anytime there's glass in a picture, there is going to be some glare. And so you want to look for that glare, because what the glare does is it's going to reflect, and you're not going to be able to see someone's eyes. And that's the key in any portrait photograph, is to be able to look at someone's eyes in that photograph and make sure they're nice and sharp and there's nothing distracting. So go ahead and pop those on, and let me take a shot and just see how it looks first. We'll just do a sample shot here. So I'm seeing some reflection as I'm taking the shot of him in the glasses. So that's often what happens. So the reflection here really is not in front of his actual eye, but it's still on the glass, and it's distracting. It's just not a good look. So there are different things you can do with this, and you kind of have to play around with it. It's all about the angle. So go ahead and you can leave those on, unless you can't see. Nope, I'm good. Okay. All right, lean a little bit forward for me. And what I'm going to have you do is you're going to turn your head just a little bit this way, and I'm going to get another shot. Now I've angled his face a little bit farther, or a little bit away, so I can just see that there's not any glare. And I'm going to move around a little bit and see if we can get this shot and look right at me. So it's just really about the angle. It could be the angle from the side as you move around or you move them around. Okay, so I've gotten rid of some of that glare just by my moving around, and I'm really paying attention as I look through the lens as to where the glare is. There are a couple other little tricks you can work with too. Another thing I wanted to point out is because I've got two lights on him, one's coming from over here and one's coming from over there, I'm also getting shadow from the side of his glasses on his face. But I'm gonna deal with that next. Let's just talk a little bit about the reflection and stay on that part. Tilting glasses, that's another way to get rid of the glare. So what you can do is it's kind of a slight, I'm just gonna touch these for a second. It's just kind of a slight tilt up. So it's not like you wanna wear them like that. You know, you don't wanna do, I don't know, that's a look too. But just kind of giving them a little tilt, so you bring them up just a tad above the ears, but not so much you can, and go ahead and just kind of fit those back, just so the earpiece is tilted up just a little bit. And so you can see right through them, okay. And that helps a little bit too. So it's either you moving around the side, and or having them just tilt them up or down just a little bit. That glare is going to go away. So now let's talk about the shadow that is coming in from the side of his face. We've got a shadow from the arm of the glasses. And that might be something that right now you can try bringing the light a little bit more in the front. And also light placement is going to affect where you get the reflections in the glasses too. So go ahead and just look straight on at me. And I'm going to kind of move around this way. And now because I have two lights, I've got two more options for reflection. You can also work with perhaps turning off one light. Now that's going to cut down on some of the glare, but you've got to make sure you've got the proper exposure setting, and or move one light in a little bit closer. And also bring up your light, and that might help too. So a lot of this is, you know, I guess one of the rule about shooting glasses and not getting a glare is to tilt them and to move around. But you also can kind of just play around depending on what your lighting scenario is, whoever's sitting in front of the lens, to see how light looks the best on them, and maybe bring your light up a little bit so it's not shining right into the glasses.